Hey everybody, how's it going? Look, I'm finally doing an update after ages and ages and ages. But I did say last week that I'd do one, and so I am in a bit of a hurry, but I'll do a pretty quick one just to inform you of the latest sort of things that have been happening. As I mentioned in my last video, I've been on T for a year now, which is pretty cool. I can't believe that it's been a year already. I don't know, it's hard to believe that it's gone so fast. In hindsight, but at the time it seemed like it was very slow. But yeah, a year on T now, so that's all good. Not really any changes to talk about. I don't really talk about changes very much anyway. But yeah, I'm not any particularly more hairy, or my moods haven't changed or anything like that. I think I've grown maybe a centimetre. I really need to do my measurements actually, because I did do some measurements when I first started T. And I put them on my blog, so I need to do some follow-up measurements actually. I should do that. And some follow-up photos as well, because I did a whole bunch of photos also on my blog, so I should really get around to doing that at some stage. So I had my 1 year follow-up with the endocrinologist a couple of weeks ago now, and that actually went really well. He was nice to me for a change. Or maybe I just stuck up for myself more. I'm not quite sure which one. But that was good, and I had a bit of trouble with before my last shot, because I was supposed to be getting it through the GP, and my levels had to get below 15 before I was allowed to have the next shot. And they were sitting at 16 for ages and ages and ages, and I had to keep getting blood tests, and it was really annoying. So I mentioned that to the endo, and he said, "Oh wow, we'll just up the allowable level." So he's upped it to 25, which is a whole 10 whatever points. I think it's in nanomoles per litre, but I'm not 100% sure. So that's good, and I should be able to get well under that before each shot, because he said 12 weeks is appropriate, and so we'll just make it 25 to be on the safe side. So that's all good with me, because then I don't have to have blood tests every second week, which was what I was doing before. And I also got him to, I requested that he send a letter to me that I could use to start add to my legal file of stuff that I'm going to change my gender on my birth certificate with. So I haven't received that yet, but I'm sure I will, and then I'll start compiling that and get on to getting some legal assistance. Joy. I'm so looking forward to that. I also had not a follow-up, I had an appointment. I made an appointment to go and see a surgeon in Auckland, where I am based at the moment. Not right now, but I am living there at the moment. And that was good. He was a really nice guy. His name was Dr. Wayne Jones, and he works... I'm not sure, actually. I think he might move around. I think he's one of those doctors that works at a few different places. I don't know what kind of doctor that is, but anyway, he does. And he's a breast surgeon, and he has done quite a few trans guys, and he's done 3 of my friends in the last few months. So I went to go and see him, and he was a really great guy to talk to, and he seemed to think that I would be a good candidate for a periareolar method of doing it. And I have ummed and ahed a long time about whether I wanted to go here in New Zealand or overseas and get potentially a better job, but I'm like, you know what, I'm sick of binding. It's just really not that comfortable, and I'd just like to have it started, and I can always have revisions if necessary, and if I'm not happy I can go overseas and go to someone and have it tidy up. So yeah, he was great, and hopefully I will be getting that done maybe in June or July of next year, 2012. So that would be very good. So those are really the only 2 transition-related things, and life-related things. I broke up with my girlfriend quite a while ago now. It was just before exams. It was a really bad timing. Yeah, just differences. But we're still amicable and we keep in touch. And yeah, after exams finished, I spent 2 weeks working on a deer farm, and that was heaps of fun. I really enjoyed that. and now I'm working on a dairy farm for the rest of summer until the end of January anyway, and then I'm going away on holiday for a couple, well, probably a month before I start uni, so that'll be exciting. Other than that, that is really all that goes on in my life. I'm working, and then I go home and I don't work. I just do other things. I don't know. I'm gonna get my firearms license this summer. Yeah, I've just got a few little things that I kind of want to do, and other than that, just working, which is fun. We're on 16-hour milkings, which is a bit different from what I've done before. So we've got 2 milkings on one day and 1 milking on the next day. So today I milked at 4, and I'll be going back at 6 tonight to milk again. And then tomorrow it'll be a midday milking. So yeah, it's quite good. Every second day I get a sleep in, which is nice. Yeah, anyway, I better cut this short because I have to go and put on some nice clothes because I'm going to go watch my mum's concert. Where hopefully I won't run into anybody I know, because it may be awkward. Anyway, I hope everybody's well, and I guess I'll do an update some other time soon. Maybe I really need to do one of those 1-year montage thingies, but I'm not that savvy with the whole computer with the video and the photos making them do cool things. So if anyone else wants to do it for me, feel free. Otherwise, I probably won't do a 1-year montage just because I don't have that much time and patience. I'd rather be outside. Yeah, anyway, hope everybody's good, and I'll catch you all later. See ya.